This is the Royal Caribbean embarkation point in Port Canaveral, Florida. When you arrive here, you find an area in the parking garage. They give you a ticket and you prepay. Actually, you pay when you leave the place. A 4-day park is $50. You park your vehicle, and there's an embarkation area where you bring your luggage over, and they will take your luggage and check it in. They check your luggage in, give you a room number, put a label on it, and they bring it up on the ship. Then from there, you walk across the highway, and you enter at the south end of the building. You get in a line, and you go through a scanner. They scan you, they scan all your possessions, make sure there's no contraband, and you go up on to the waiting area, which is in this building here. And after you've gone through all the scanners and been checked out, make sure you have no contraband, you go through lines, zigzagging back and forth. It generally takes an hour to about an hour and a half till you do this. And you finally come out on an embarkation elevator, which is on the side of the building. Over there you get a sail and sign card, and that's like a credit card that you carry with you for the duration of the voyage. And then once you're on board the ship, you have the run of the boat. When you go into different ports, you have the sail and sign card that you use. This is on Royal Caribbean, and most other cruise ships operate exactly the same way. Welcome to Paradise. Well, your view right here is Paradise Island in the Bahamas. And this is Paradise Island. Now part of it is obstructed by these cruise ships over here. There are two Carnival cruise ships in port. One is the Imagination. The other one, I don't know which one it is, but if you go to the far end of the island over there, you will start to see the great hotel or resort on Paradise Island. And off in the distance you can see more resorts and hotels. We're going to come back around, and we're going to go, because we're looking at the Paradise Island Lighthouse, which is very photogenic. And here you see a sailboat going out. Actually, if you look on deck, you'll see it's loaded with people. Probably about 200 or 300. And that's going to take one of a fleet of 4 sailboats that take tourists out sightseeing and are out in the river. And there's some boats coming in at the Paradise Island Light. Now, off in the distance over there, you can see the container port they're building here. And this is for the Bahamas. Actually, it's a Grand Bahama Island. And that's their container port over there. And then we're going to pan around. Here's patrol ships that, when we have cruise ships come into port, the Bahamian government puts out security patrols to make sure they're not accosted by any pirates or troublemakers. So here's one or two of their boats on patrol over here. There's one, it's the orange boat over there. And then there's one that's coming around the masthead on the ship in a second. And that's another one of the patrol boats. And they've got 2 armed vessels right up on the dock over here. These are the Bahamian government military vessels that are around the area patrolling this and keeping security. And we're going to get another view in a second, so I'm going to shut this down and we'll be right back to you. Now here's yet another view. We just moved our perspective a little bit. We're on the side of the ship over here closest to port. And you can see one of the patrol vessels over there. Also right in front of the vessel here, there are 2 tugboats that are keeping security on the dock itself. And this is the main peninsula of Grand Bahama Island. You can see off in the distance, way off in the distance, there are a number, it's a very large island. There's a number of condominiums and hotels and facilities all around it. Now we go into port right here. This is Senor Frog's. It's a drinking establishment, and they have a public beach over there. There's a few beaches around the area. And then we're going to pan around Now we're coming into the downtown Nassau area, and there's a lot of different commercial buildings, a ton of them. And as we pan around, you can see some of the tourist facilities, the boats that take tourists sightseeing and visiting. And we're going to pan further over to the west, and we've got a whole number of things. You can see it's a very large island, and there's some tourist boats right down there. They'll load up pretty good, and we'll get a closer view in a second. I don't think you want to be in that boat, but then again you might want to be. And there's tourists leaving the secure area around the port. There's 3 vessels in port right here today, and it's like a bus company. The cruise ships come here for the day, and then they depart, and more come in afterwards. And we're going to go back out on towards the island, and we're going to get our view out a bit so you can get some more of the view. It's a very large island. There's a lot to see and do over here. Bahamas is supposedly a banking center, a finance center. And you can hear this boat leaving now. Looks like they're having a good time. I don't know, could be about 250 people on that boat. Well, they're not too crowded up on top, but down below it looks like they're jammed in there. I'm going to pan back out again and get some other views of the area. I see Senor Frogs over there. There used to be a straw market here. I guess that's me. Oh, that's the area that's emptied out. Used to be a straw market right there. And then there's Senor Frogs. That's the building with all the outdoor seating area and balloons and flags in front of it. But you can spend a few days here visiting. There's a Fort Finn Castle. There's a few different areas on the island. The best one is the Paradise Island Resort and Casino, and that's on a Grand Paradise Island. There's a water tower up there. You can see it up there in the distance. That's the water tower. They have a scenic overlook on top, I believe. We're going to go back out again. And you can look all the way down. And we'll get another perspective from the other end of the ship over here in a few minutes. And we'll be back to you. This is the other end of the ship now. We're looking down at the embarkation facilities on the dock. This is the people come off the ships. They go into this building here and go through Bahamian customs and get approved to go ashore. Basically, it's a matter of just showing identification. And here's a mature facility, and they have a gunboat station right at the dock over here. There's a Bahamian Navy, and there's another gunboat at the dock over there. These are here for port security and to protect the cruise ships. The Bahamians are very concerned about American passenger safety, and a lot of their livelihood depends on the passengers coming off these ships, and they're doing everything they can to protect them. Now, alongside us over here, there are 2 more cruise ships docked, possibly even 3, which I couldn't see. And in the background, this is one more view from on a lower deck of the ship, and we're panning around on the rail, and we're going to see Senor Frogs in the distance over there, and then there's all the cruise ships and tour boats and all the facilities dockside right along the main area of the city. We're going to come a little bit closer and let you see all the stuff that's available there. These are some of the shops and different facilities and businesses. And we're panning this around very slowly. You get a picture of the city in the background. City, a lot of gold and diamonds, a lot of souvenir shops. Most international dealers, they have places in Europe and all over the world have shops over here represented in abundance. And in the distance over there, they've got some drug interdiction boats here. There's a police facility here. And you can see the dock. And out again, down in the distance. A view of Coco Cay from the Royal Caribbean cruise ship Mariner of the Seas, I think. It's Monarch of the Seas or Mariner of the Seas, one of the two. Anyway, this is a private island they have, and we're right now about 1.5 miles away from it. And they have launches that take the people from the ship to the island and back. Now, we're going to try to zoom in a little bit on the island. It's quite pretty. And we're just adjusting the stability of the camera, trying to get a nice even perspective of the island. Now, one of the islands has a whole bunch of shops, snack bars. They actually take the supplies from the ship, they bring them to the island, and they set up these restaurants and snack bars with ice cold water, some drinks like tea and coffee and non-alcoholic beverages. Those are free. And they got a complete food facility on the island for all the guests. Now, in that cluster of trees, there's also gift shops, facilities for rental of jet skis, snorkeling equipment. Now they have a private beach that's at the end of the island over there. So you can zoom in a little bit more on it. And that's the private beach over there. They have a lifeguard platform sitting out in the water. They're looking out for sharks or anything else. Look at the beautiful colors of the water over there. Now I think these other islands are related to the facility also. They have some boats that take people back and forth to the other island, and they have exploration, trail rides, and nature conservatories out there. And this is all by Royal Caribbean. That's the cruise line. And it's a facility for the ships in the Caribbean. And a number of ships could dock off the island and then come in and use the facilities. The water is absolutely beautiful. And the full extent of the island is a little bit to the south. Actually, that's going to be to the west. You can see some of the rest of the island. There's not much to it there. Most other cruise lines have similar facilities available. This is the one called Coco Cay, and this is in the Caribbean. And that's it. This is Coco Cay. It's the Royal Caribbean Islands. This is Royal Caribbean's private island. This is snack bar area, and this is some of the food they've got on board. They provision the island from the ship. All the stuff is brought here by the staff of the ship. And this is a rest area, and it's a panorama of the entertainment. Now they've got a spectacular beach right behind us. And this is real pretty water. You got lifeguards and security, and you got a panorama view out here, which you can't believe. This is Real Caribbean. Along with calypso music and trees everywhere. All kinds of hospitality. This is the entertainment from the boat. This is one of the performers that sings on board the ship. And they brought him ashore over here.
Don't they say there can't be some lovers? Take it away, no, 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 no,
Now the beach here is Real Caribbean. Take a look this way here. You can see beautiful water, bright sunshine, and trees and flowers everywhere. There's a lifeguard station in the water. It's a protected beach. And this is one of the facilities on shore. It's a private island owned by Royal Caribbean. Real scenic. Got food service areas up to the left. You got rest areas, snack bars, hammocks, anything and everything you want. Just relax over here. It's a real pretty spot, amazingly enough. This is one of the launches from the ship. There's one going back to the ship and one is coming back to us from the ship. And the ship is at anchor right now. And once you get a better view, we close in and you can see the tenders and there's one going and one coming. And they're going to this Coco Cay. It's a protected little harbor over here, right in this little island. And they're coming right in here. And that's on the Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island in the Bahamas. Coming in alongside the ship now. It's actually at anchor about a mile from the shore. There's one of the tenders alongside the ship. And it can load up about 300 passengers. And it's a constant stream all day long. Going back and forth. Back and forth. That ship is, actually it's a boat, not a ship. You can put a boat on a ship, but you can't put a ship on a boat. We're coming in right to shore over here. Landing dock. They actually have 4 or 5 loading areas all along the hull of the boat.